honorable members of the jury, ladies and gentlemen, it's my proud privilege to present here the various ICT initiatives that were taken in the district of Balaghat. I am Avinash Ravani. During the period these initiatives were taken, I was posted as CEO Zilla Panchayat in Balaghat. Currently, I am posted as Project Director for SWAN and SCC with the IT department of the Government of India. So quickly mentioning the initiatives that have been taken in Balaghat, Nidan is a network for immediate dismissal at neighborhood, which I will be talking in greater detail. There was a work management system that was implemented in Balaghat. And then there are some smaller initiatives such as certificate management system, diversion records management system, Nazul management system and certificate management system. These are the initiatives that I have just briefly mentioned, that they are basically making these systems available online through a web portal so that the information is available for people to view, for applicants to make applications, and so that we can ensure a transparent running process. Now, the then Collector of Balaghat, Mr. Vivek Porwal, is now Collector Jabalpur. So all these initiatives are finally graduating into better initiatives in Jabalpur. I will mention about EU Uparjan Plus, how Nidan is graduating into EU Uparjan Plus. I will mention about contract management system, and digitization of revenue codes is again one of the various initiatives in which the idea is to digitize the revenue code so that you have an e-notary, and through digital signatures everything is available in a digital format for easy searching and quick working of the codes. These are basically the web interfaces of the diversion record management system and certificate management system. As you can see, roughly 1 lakh applicants have benefited from this. I'll talk in a brief detail about the work management system. See, currently the scenario in districts is that a lot of civil works take place without actually any online system to properly monitor when and what is happening. So what was done was that an online system with various stages of the work, for particularly let's say कि ग्राम पंचायतों में CC roads बनती हैं या कोई भी जो टॉयलेट्स बनते हैं तो उनके stages define कर दिए गए थे, and all the sub engineers were to make EMBs, electronic MBs, measurement books, wherein all such details के project या वो कार्य किस stage तक पहुंच गया है would be entered online. So one, it involved educating and training of more than 100 sub engineers so that they would do all this online or offline, and then it would sync with the online module. So the best part was that after this training, it actually reduced the drudgery of the sub-engineer also, wherein he would not have to make all those cumbersome calculations which were built into the system. So all he had to do was कि मेरी सड़क 10, 20, 40 का जो रेशियो मुझे ग्राउंड वर्क का करना होता है वो कंप्लीट हो गया, he would click that and automatically उसका वैल्यूएशन हमारे पास आ जाता था. The greatest advantage of this system was that when we sat at the district to monitor, then we had something that could be clearly seen. This is where the works at different stages have reached. Now, this we are maturing in Jabalpur. In fact, Mr. Porwal is maturing in Jabalpur as a contract management system. A ground survey was done where it was found that in contracts that the government executes, a large number of delays are such delays which can be attributed only to procedures. So, the various stages that were defined initially for a basic civil work would now be defined for all the stages of tendering, then award of tender and various such stages in contract management system to ensure that the entire contract can also be managed in a similar way. This is the portal through which it is done. You can clearly see the number of TS and AS in every block of Balaghat district is here. Then you can also monitor in a particular block at which stages the works are. As you can see, TS was given on this date, TS was given on this date. So it presents a crystal clear picture of the works that are going on in the district. Now, ladies and gentlemen, I'll talk about the one major initiative that was taken in Balaghat, Nidan. This is a major initiative in which a lot of effort went into. Nidan, the idea was that all the benefits of government schemes should reach the beneficiary in least possible time. And when we say reach the beneficiary, the idea was not only to credit it into his account, but to ensure that he is able to withdraw it from wherever he is in this remote location. So it started with a ground level survey where we found out that in largely about 50% of the cases, it takes more than 14 days for the money to go from Zilla Panchayat to Gram Panchayat. And then next, if we take from Gram Panchayat to beneficiary, we will find that a large number of processes take more than 30 days of delay for the payment to reach the Gram Panchayat. This was a starting point. From this starting point, we decided that the average, we saw that the average delays were to the tune of 44 days to 51 days for the payment to reach to the beneficiary. And then we decided that something has to be done about it. So it started with studying of the process as to how this happens. I'll not go into the nitty-gritty, but this is the kind of the process that generally ensues in the transfer of payment from Zilla Panchayat or from the district administration to the beneficiary. So we decided that this process needs to be re-engineered, it needs to be simplified, and a clear-cut process which is mentioned here was prepared for this transfer of the money. Process was clear. We had an online system with an offline module that was available with all the Sachis and all the Gram Rozgar Sahayaks. So on their offline module itself, they could enter all the details of the beneficiary to which the transfer has to be made. Whenever they would sync their system to the online system or through a pen drive, all these details will be available with us. It is validated in the Zilla Panchayat on the computer itself, and once validated, we had linked it with the HDFC Bank Smart Lite, through which all these payments will be picked up by the bank, and once validated by the CEO Zilla Panchayat, they will be immediately made into the accounts of the Gram Panchayat beneficiaries. For this purpose, we had established a data center in the district itself. We had it in redundant mode. We had a Snorkelite of HDFC established in the district, which would talk between our software and the HDFC Bank system, picking up all the payments and making them instantaneously. It was routed through a firewall to ensure that complete security of the system is there, since it involved financial transactions. Briefly, I would like to talk about the non-technical challenges that we were facing. Of course, demand generation has to be done. For that, a lot of publicity explaining to people what the system is about, how it would benefit them, was done to ensure that they know how it is getting done. Then the greatest advantage of a system was, we realized that accruing the money to a beneficiary's account is just one thing. If he has to walk, the survey was done and we found that a beneficiary has to generally walk up to 9 kilometers to withdraw his money even after it has been disbursed into his bank account. So we decided that until and unless we stabilize the banking correspondent model in the district, wherein we have a banking correspondent each and every Gram Panchayat. Currently there is a banking correspondent in a Gram Panchayat catering to 2 or 3 Gram Panchayats, so that the distance that a person has to move reduces to less than 2 kilometers per day. Then this banking correspondent has to be a person from the Gram Panchayat, because that allows us multiple benefits. One, when he is a person of the Gram Panchayat, the withdrawal can take place at any time of the day. At 9 o'clock, if a person wants his money, all he has to do is go out of his house, knock at the banking correspondent's door and say, I want my money now. He has his POS machine ready, and at 8 o'clock in the night, he can get his money from the banking correspondent. So we realized that this banking correspondent model has to be stabilized. Over 120 banking correspondents are today working in Balaghat, including the Naxal affected areas, and they are benefiting to our consumers, wherein not only money is directed into their bank account the same day, but they are able to withdraw it the same day without moving more than 2 kilometers within their Gram Panchayats. Political acceptability had to be created. So various visits of dignitaries, such as I'll just finish in one minute, such as our CS, our Chief Minister, and all were done, and the IT Secretary himself lifted this initiative. Then we wanted this model to be scalable. We realized that once implemented and adopted, it has to be scalable. So we standardized the hardware that is to be procured. We brought it to the bare minimum level, wherein it would help work our system and would not be financially very expensive. Then of course, I would like to mention that all the Gram Panchayat Sachivs were trained in this software, and while the making of the software, 1713 changes within the software were made based on their recommendations, as small as iska color ye theek nahi hai, ye hona chahiye, because that acceptability has to come from the people who are going to work on the system. Only then it can work even after we leave that particular district. Then of course we realized that at the Gram Panchayat level, information asymmetry is a major cause because of which the beneficiaries suffer. So to ensure that it is also not there, an SMS system was built into it, wherein whenever a payment would be transferred, a message would go to the beneficiary that आपका इससे इस दिन का मनरेगा की मजदूरी का पैसा इस खाते में आ चुका है, या आपका वृद्धावस्था पेंशन का पैसा इस खाते में आ चुका है, आप जाके इसको ले लें. यदि if money is not transferred, it is sent that this money could not be transferred. Please contact your Gram Panchayat Sachiv or Sarpanch and find out what is the problem. While at the back end we will be taking care of. Then to sensitize our users, we even printed these posters and put these in all the places so that they know their rights. No banking correspondent can refuse giving money to them. No banking correspondent can refuse showing them how much money is in their account. And if at all any problem comes, they could contact this person directly, which was my Sri Zilla Panchayat's office landline number, which I would pick up and take care of any such problems which would cater to it. So we had a very strong public grievance redressal mechanism also in place to ensure that a new system rollout should not face any of such problems. A call center was established by us, as I mentioned. Now I would like to talk about the impact of this project that we did. So just pretty much. As I would like to mention, more than 1,88,000 beneficiaries have benefited out of it. 372 Gram Panchayats have been covered. So far, we have made transactions of over 129 crores directly to the beneficiaries without any problem. More than 13 departments today in Balaghat district are using this process. And we have more than 120 withdrawal centers within the Gram Panchayats, about 23-24 of them in the core Naxal affected area, where also there has been no resistance so far. So this is the resulting change in the later survey that we did, that after Nizam was implemented, at most in 7 days, 93% of the payments were reaching the beneficiary, as compared to initially when it would take more than 45 to 50 days, largely for any beneficiary. As I just mentioned. So this is the reduction in the delays that we could achieve through this. Further, this is the greatest achievement of ours, if I can say so, that the average distance that a person had to move came down to below 2 kilometers. Ultimate selling points of the district, I would like to mention, the greatest selling point is ruggedness. Today, neither the collector is there nor I am there, still this system is working perfectly and it is being implemented by the people who are there. It could be achieved only because migration from previous system to this system could be achieved. Secondly, scalability. Since we took care of the scalability issue, it can be scaled very fast without much ado or much investment into the system. It's completely expandable. One of the USPs is that we ensure that there should be social control in this system. It has to be at the Gram Panchayat level, not with us, and then hence it's an effective billing model. In my opinion, ICT impact and mass empowerment largely would cater to process simplification, which we did, minimize the human interface, reduction in procedural delays, and a better monitoring system in place. There was complete information symmetry and social control as I discussed. As far as alignment with government projects is concerned, I can clearly mention that EFMS is in any case a project that the government is taking up. E-courts is also coming up. Project management is the thrust area today. Computerization of land records is taking place. E-Uparjan is an initiative of every state government wherein they want that all Kisan payments should be transferred to their accounts. Now, when I say E-Uparjan plus in Jabalpur district, what is happening is that this Nidam software is being used to transfer all the money of Kisans also into their accounts through creating a middleware which would take care. If you talk,
we've got 13 minutes. So after my Chetavani, it did not work. Perhaps you don't get care of this retired government service. Okay, before you are not giving any time for questioning, I have two questions. You had mentioned the revenue boards. I think your Shekharji will ask you some questions. So the revenue boards to e-district का initiative. So e-district का initiative का साथ आपका क्या मिलता है? You know, there is a point that how it is aligned with the government project, why this thing has come. So we wanted all of you to speak about how the e-districts are being seen by the district collectors, how much they are doing. That is the purpose of it. So nobody is touching, except I think Roshun made certain points, but he never uttered the e-district initiative. There are 1,752 crores का e-district budget, जिसमें मार्च आपका ये, मार्च vertical है. Then उसका अंदर almost 46 projects are there, 46 different sub-services have been added. तो हम जानना चाहते हैं all of us that ये कैसे आप align कर रहे हैं? Because this is total district collector centric, which was not there in CSC program. So I missed that point that time. So we have to take it care. But आप बताइए अभी e-district के साथ एक दो बताइए then we go to my colleague.
So basically,
all short,
very short, sir. It would create that enabling environment wherein when e-district comes and says that this is how it is to
There
be
is
done.
nothing there in the district. So,
No.
कोई alignment नहीं है.
Not-
Revenue
not.
board आपका
It's a personal.
Yeah, I have a point, sir.
एक मिनट.
So she is DIO.
No, wait. So now all these applications are very nicely.
No sir, they were developed through an open tender process.
Due respect to the chair, and I would like to just emphasize on one point, the initiatives taken by the districts, and they have worked for a month altogether, so they are so keen to share their things, and we are slightly unfair on our part to give them 5-6 minutes to summarize everything, and because this is none of their fault to start session late, so I would grant that much of liberty to them, 2-3 minutes in there, doesn't matter.
बहुत आप होता है कि दिखाने का एक चबाने का हमने दिखाया.
गाने का बहुत अच्छा है.
Yes, will be very fair.
As we all know about Palakkad also, this is the only most sensitive travel district of Madhya Pradesh, which is under the grips of Naxals at the moment, slight to a certain extent. And the initiative taken by Vivek in Balaghar, you mentioned about the USPs. One of the USP is scalability. Now that Vivek has moved from Balaghar to Jabalpur, so how much of that initiative in Balaghar has been implemented in Jabalpur? You moved from Balaghar and Jabalpur to state level in the IT department. So how much efforts have you made to scale it up to the state level, all these Nidhan and the initiatives?
Sir,
This is very valid point, and that is will not miss out that. We definitely.
sir, very valid question, sir. I would like to mention, sir, as I just mentioned, that EU Parson Plus is the initiative which is being taken in Jabalpur, which is an extension of Nidhan only, sir. That Nidhan, as implemented in Balaghat, is now being implemented in Jabalpur also. Also, permission from the food department has been taken that EU Parson, one of the blocks in Jabalpur, will be integrated with Nidhan, and through Nidhan only all the payments. As of now also, sir, what is happening is that payment gets approved, but of course withdrawal becomes an issue, and even the payment transfers, though they are done electronically, they take a longer time. So they are being integrated with Nidhan in Balaghat district, in Jabalpur district also in one block. That is the initiative, how it is being carried forward in Jabalpur practice. As far as I am concerned, sir, this data center that we have to establish in Balaghat was solely because the state data center, which now I am the project director for, the state data center says that any application which has to be put here must be STQC compliant. Now, as we all know that when district collectors take initiatives, they would not really go in for STQC certification or would go for it at least after it has been stabilized for 6 months or so. So, in that case, STQC was not possible. So, what I have done is that in our SDC today, we have created a staging environment which is segregated from the entire SDC environment, and in this environment, any application we get without STQC. So, this I have opened to all the district collectors of Madhya Pradesh that whatever initiatives they have, they can stage in SDC for a period of 6, 7, 8 months, and then can get the STQC testing done during that period. So, this application for Jabalpur district, sir, will not require another data center in Jabalpur. It will be hosted in the state data center in Bhopal, and from there it will be accessed through SOAN. And this is how the initiative is moving forward.
So you have got a logical compatibility, right?
Yes, sir. Yes, absolutely.
Any other?
Excuse me, sir. Please don't say one thing. You have this, so Madhya Pradesh is one of, I'll say, pioneers when it came to give a family identification
Yes.
rather than
Some of-
only a personal identification. How's that being done in your district? And is there something unique about it?
Sir,
Apart from, of course, the state level and family level.
Sir, Samarth is also a very recent development, sir. So far, Samarth has not integrated into it. But at state level, of course, we are contemplating integrating Samarth with UI as well as any such applications. Yes, sir. So because when we started with this initiative, it was a large number of payments to be made, a large number of transactions, and only HDFCs were willing to share their formats with us so that it could be done through a software. Most of the banks closed their doors.
So HDFC is your bank, whereas the beneficiaries can have.
Any bank. Multiple banks are there.
Are you
CBI,
offering to
SBI, all.
HDFC any service charges?
No, sir. That's why we went for HDFC because they said they would do it for us for free, and they shared all their formats with us so that we could do it in a form.
They actually follow the charges.
notes which they get. The huge amount of data we get.
In fact, once this was implemented, well, then other banks came to us and said, "Okay, do it through us," but then we said, "There's some ethical law against it." So it is still
Yeah,
there.
when you wanted to have the CAC as a PC, you are not agreeing, but this is the natural delay, don't bank will definitely ask permission to the that's why the PC.
Avnish, one question.
I think, you wanted to clarify something or?
Yes, sir, I'm COE Governor Jabalpur. Sir, I've got like 2 points. Quickly. Sir, आपने CSC की बात करी थी, उसमें CSC में जो लोक सेवा केंद्र जबलपुर में चल रही है, उसमें हम खसरा की कॉपी करते हैं।
Right.
और दिस प्रोजेक्ट कवरिंग ऑर्गेनाइजेशन ऑफ रेवेन्यू, सर इसमें पूरी प्रोसेस को डिजिटाइज किया जा रहा है। So we are integrating CLR data with the revenue.
That is the story of national LMRP. LMRP का ही है ना?
नहीं सर, वो अलग है। वो प्रोजेक्ट अलग है, सर ये अलग है। इसमें CLR डाटा को रेगुलर कोर्स के साथ में इसमें नीचे
CLR डेटा किसमें था आपका? कॉस्टो में तो था।
सर लैंड रिकॉर्ड्स वाला।
हाँ, वो मालूम है। 1985 में तो है, अभी भी चल रहा था। आपने उसको स्टॉप करके LMRP तो कराया। वो किसमें था डेटा आपका? कौन सा प्लेटफॉर्म में था? Oracle में था या Foxpro में था?
So I have to check that.
आप NIC में है, आपको तो
Sir, I'm not an IT person.
मतलब you're not NIC.
Yeah, I'm basically a veterinary doctor.
CLR
I've
का
done
डेटा
e-governance 1 year
throughout
course.
the country, CLR का डेटा 2003 तक Foxpro में था. There was a huge problem when you landed the horizontal designation of this. ठीक है, समझ गया.
Sir,
Thank
और
you very
लोक
much.
सेवा केंद्र से हमारी 11
I think
सर्विसेज
she has a question. Quick question.
We wanted to ask this revenue for computerization, fund transfer,
Fund transfer.
contracting, all of that exists in some form in our state. My curiosity is about that civil works monitoring system that we should do. So that is a big challenge that we face in UK, like how does work actually happen? So your thing, the JE has to fit himself. What was the
Yes, absolutely. Not even JEE, the sub, okay, it may be JEE. In our case, sub engineer at the Gram Panchayat
Does that
level.
work?
Yes, it's working even today, my dear.
I'm doing it for Assam. The huge
The
CMS.
engineer himself,
He feeds the
so then you must be having some checking system to ensure that the authenticity of
the graph, yes, absolutely. The graph that is the description is how we check that they have all fitting. And of course,
Just want to check one thing, because when it comes to the civil work, especially for civil work, one of the most efficient way is if you ask people not just to post where the stage is, but also post a picture,
absolutely.
because it's quite visible to the local community. If you allow that also, then the staging, so for example, if somebody says, okay, the wall has already been
Absolutely.
placed, so one thing is to say, okay, wall has been placed, but you also say, okay, picture. And if the picture is there, and the people in the community see that this is not there, then probably it is.
Say MPRs and MLRs, the system is there, Sarindra Awas and what you take over. So something should be there online to ensure veracity of the.
Absolutely.
Okay, thank you. Oh,
So I have one query to be answered to the speaker. While talking about, it's not with respect to the direct beneficiary transfer. I am a consultant with the Ministry of Panchayati Raj.
Okay.
My question is specifically on since when this particular the work management system and the other things that you were talking about have been in practice right now, like since when? Since how many months, years or something?
I believe now it would be about 1.5 to 2 years.
So are you aware of the e-Panchayat Mission Mode project and the initiatives that have been rolled out by the Ministry of Panchayati Raj for implementation across the Gram Panchayat?
None so far in Balaghat.
No, I am talking about whether you are aware of the e-Panchayat Mission Mode
All I'm
project.
trying to say is they haven't been rolled out in Balaghat.
Okay, so then the point I want to make before the all the people present here is like the work management system that the speaker was talking about. Except for the, what do I say, like the tendering process. Except for that, all the other processes of preparing a plan, preparing a draft plan, getting it approved by the DPC.
it's a part of the Panchayat.
It's a part of e-Panchayat, it's a plan, it comes under the Plan Plus thing. And in Madhya Pradesh especially, we are facing problem in rollout of and ensuring that the state or the panchayats start adopting these particular things. So if still similar kind of activities are going on, without convergence, as you were talking about the alignment with other government projects, nowhere in the list I could find the name of e-Panchayat project. So there are so many
Find
things.
out anything about industry. It happens. Our country is very unique in that. You
So-
trust me, 35 years I am in the government.
So
Okay, we understood. I think we have taken the point. This is a big issue that people are not really converging at one point.
the initial study is not being proper, I think. Like it's not being studied what all kind of things exist before starting.
We understand your concern. This is a big concern at the highest level also.
Thank you, sir.
It took 65 years to understand the land revenue and the land record should be at one place. 65 years. Okay, please. Okay, now